miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready? Third. Right there. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come 19. Seven Pirates. Go.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
19 Tiger. Go check. Ready?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Check, Bobcat.
They'll let Hamler try and run it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator dialing that one up into great success?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And this will be a Texans first down as he gets it up past the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. There he goes, left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
You're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Stroud now on 1st and 10. To Barkley on the check down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. And his throw here's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Niner defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the number 1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Check match, check match.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that'll hurt
the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Caught left side by Mechie.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, go
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Niners at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Texans 3.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, ready?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Strikers, 3-3. Slide through. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. O'Neal. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 10. Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49ers as they score the touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On second down, here's Barkley. A nice little jump.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Wiggles free, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Got it. Ready?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Barkley, inside handoff. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Bronco, alert! Alert! Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
Barkley. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Get it!
On the bootleg, Stroud. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
On the stage!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Ready?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 50-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. O'Neal going deep for Walker.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green Jack. White. Ready.
Back to throw. O'Neal.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
191 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Come on.
And the ball is smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. A handoff to Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a 2nd. Here's Barkley.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
3-yard line.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there. I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half. And once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Let's go now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Here's a give to Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
60 vices, 60 vices.
Play action. Stroud now. Quick throw there is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley shreds him with a stiff arm and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 228 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5.
Lion.
Running left, it's Barkley. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 19 and a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Check match.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
You, yellow.
To throw on 2nd down. O'Neal got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And 3rd and 8 now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, O'Neal.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, hurt, go.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Okay,
From
ready?
the 20, here's 2nd down and 3.
Hurt.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Ready?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Second and 7.
Set.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Going deep for Walker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On the ready.
Up the middle with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Stroud off the play fake.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, smash Broncos! Cardinal. Go!
Stroud sets up the play action.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now there's a scoop through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Now Moody for the PAT.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Drop 50.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10.
They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
Here's Stroud. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Throwing now is Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game, you really have no chance to win the football game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Come on.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Drill green. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
They'll go to Barkley again. Fights him off. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now 1st and goal.
Right there.
Barkley, inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Black shot. Hut, hut.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First throw of overtime. Stroud gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
There he goes, right side.
He may go. Saquon Barkley.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So this one in the win column for the Texans, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.